All right, let's take a tour. This will be great.
Wow. This was when I was a lost baby in a tornado in Willard, Ohio, and I had to use my fingerprints to identify me.
Really?
I have too many hobbies,
Yeah.
and ham radio is one of them. But here, I'll show you the...
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
of course,
great.
there's the secret door.
The secret door.
This episode of The Modern Rogue brought to you by Privacy. Head on over to privacy.com/rogue, and when you sign up, you get $5 to spend on your first purchase. Take me on the tour, sir.
A tour. Let's see. Turn the time circuits on.
How long did it take to originally set this up?
I've done it piecemeal over the years, collecting different parts, and...
You probably have seen everybody geek out about different details.
Yeah.
What are some of the greatest hits, people?
Well, mine's not exactly screen accurate. It's got like some components from Knight Rider, like the steering wheel is from Knight Rider.
Oh, it is? I didn't even notice.
That's a police computer called a Motorola data terminal that the different police officers used to use. I just thought it looked cool for like...
Absolutely.
So that's the oscillation over thruster over your shoulder with the flux capacitor. You see my Ghostbusters equipment, PKE meter.
Oh, it is.
Ghost goggles. Here's the Gray's Sports Almanac. When I went and met Steven Spielberg for the first time, I unscrewed this glove box lid and took it to Amblin Pictures with me. And you can see on the underside, Steven Spielberg
Get out!
signed it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and Rick Carter, the production designer of Back to the Future.
How does she drive? Do people... Oh, I love the...
Well, stock DeLoreans don't drive well. Both these cars have had power steering drivetrains installed.
Yeah?
And here's I open the trunk.
Oh, that's way low.
It's super low. I got my ghost traps, my neutrino wand in here.
See, this is actually my favorite, is the actual... Because that's not even a prop. That's an actual functional item.
And this, I just found this projection screen that would fit just right here. And I realized I can put a projector up here, and then I can, when it's dark, I can show movies. It's like a portable drive-in theater.
That's amazing.
That's my invention. I also got Light Bar from Ghostbusters. I wanted to do like Max Rockatansky.
Wait, what is that one from?
From Mad Max. You know how,
of course,
Road Warrior,
of course.
He's got the gas tank.
Yes.
So that's my idea, is to have that be the gas tank. As you can see, Lord British has signed this. A bunch of fighter pilots: Warren Robinette, Walter Day, David Crane. Carl Nell is a guy from the Army. So here is the Mandalorian. Let me open up these garage doors so you can see the back of the cars better. I just got this Baby Yoda pram.
Oh, does it actually open?
does.
That's amazing. Yes! Oh, get out. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, did you sit and design all of this before any of the work got started? Or you did
it all
everything
kind of did piecemeal. Like these are all these control panels.
You got
I did all the
dice.
wiring.
Of course
But yeah,
you did.
these are Star Wars control panels that people made on Etsy. I found a bunch of different ones for them. Yeah, if you go around to the back.
That looks so good. Oh, that's great. You got the Mandalorian. Wow.
The dark saber.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh my God, and a dark saber. I would imagine the farther outside the neighborhood you get, the more kids stop and stare, right?
I took this out on Star Wars Day.
Oh, yeah?
May the 4th this year, people, just to spread the Star Wars spirit. People lost their minds.
We've talked about this before. I wonder how many of us, I don't know if it was a Radio Shack joint or what, but the Omnibot 2000.
The Omnibot 2000, yeah.
Was an object of so much geek lust.
Yeah, my buddy Clint Basinger, Lazy Game Reviews on YouTube. He and I collaborated. He did a whole thing about, I lent him my Omnibot, and he did a whole retrospective about the history of the Omnibot.
Greetings, and welcome to an LGR Robotics thing.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a fun one.
That is the King of Kong poster.
Yeah.
I went to a screening at the Alamo Drafthouse with Walter Day and Steve Wiebe. I met Billy Mitchell at another event before he was disgraced. And this is a photo of the moon landing that was gifted to the American Embassy in Kabul by Spiro Agnew and his wife.
Oh,
And
that's
my
amazing.
brother brought it back from the war when they went in and retook the embassy. This is the poster for Chopping Mall, which was called Killbots in Europe. I like the title Killbots much better. Check out that wicked Killbots logo.
Yeah, I don't think I saw Chopping Mall.
I thought it was a slasher movie, but it was actually about mall robots. They made 2 Knight Rider games, but only for European, I think for licensing. So I made a PlayStation 2 Knight Rider simulator so I can pretend to drive Kit. Swag closet, Ready Player One Halloween costumes that they made. I was like, I have to own these. This was the 3D printed Baby Yoda pram that I was working on, but I haven't finished it yet. I still need to paint.
The costumes, of course.
Ghostbusters outfit, my wife's Ghostbusters outfit, various Marty McFly jackets. There is a Chewbacca costume on painter stilts.
Amazing.
In here. This is from one of the first things I ever went to at the Alamo Draft House, Phantasmania.
Yep.
They had the Tall Man, Don Coscarelli, Reggie the Ice Cream Man. All came, signed my Phantasm.
Oh, that's
poster.
great.
So awesome. Oh, and I can...
Oh, my God. Yeah, this is... Okay. Yep. You can see the 40-year-old version
rip-off poster. This is my... I got this off of Etsy, too. Somebody made a Holy Hand Grenade replica. And these are all the foreign editions. Ready Player One, like, published in, like, 57
Boy,
countries.
is that surreal or what?
Yeah. That's... When they published it in Russia...
Did they change any of the pop culture references for
changed the
foreign
title
audience?
without asking me. This was the Russian bootleg. They called it Quest and gave away guns and made them look like Cyberpunk.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's why I have it. But this stick is from the tree in Explorers. I went to when I was on my book tour. And
Wait, the actual tree?
The big tree where they test the spaceship. I'm actually on the Explorers Blu-ray that they put out.
Are you really?
Doing interviews.
Oh, that's right. You were in that documentary where they dug up E.T. out of the landfill.
Yes. There's my friend Howard was just here. He spent the weekend, and he signed this copy of Yar's Revenge and this copy of E.T. for me.
That's so great.
But here I'll show you the.
Oh, of course. Of course, there's the secret door.
The secret door. The secret arcade. This is where I keep all the Ready Player One posters.
Oh, this
variants
is great.
and fanboys stuff.
Do you get to do many live Q&As like this, or?
That was for the hardcover Ready Player One, and usually on the hardcover tour I do a lot of those. But the events post the movie, the events have gotten really huge. But this is my classic arcade game collection. I got a Battlezone, a Tail Gunner.
Look at that. You got Kaneda.
Yeah, Artemis rides his bike.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I got 2 of those. I found one that fits the Funko Pop, and then this one fits more the action figure. They made 3 action figures of Ready Player One, or 4. A bad guy, IROC, and then Parzival, H, and Artemis. So they didn't make these vehicles, but I found the vehicles that they had in the movie that were size appropriate, so I could.
So I guess when you make the transition from a book to a movie, you're buckled in for like 8 million. Wait a minute, you have Tail Gunner. Oh my God.
Yeah, Tail Gunner 2.
The aesthetic, like the feeling I have in my hand at Chuck E. Cheese. This is, okay, in World's Greatest Con, I talk about stealing a whole bunch of Chuck E. Cheese tokens, and 3 of the games I mentioned, people know, but then Tail Gunner, everyone's like, what's that one? No, this is it.
It's great.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I think it's not working right now because the capacitor burned out. It was working.
Yeah, but that's my Tron's giving me trouble.
That's the first sit-down arcade game, vector arcade game before Star Wars.
Around that same time, Star Trek had their tactical simulator as well.
Yeah, and then there was, but that was I think, there was a sit-down version of that too. But this was the first one I remember climbing into and feeling like, oh, this is like you're climbing into a cockpit. And the only difference between Tail Gunner 1 and Tail Gunner 2 is the cabinet. Tail Gunner 1 is upright. Tail Gunner 2.
Then this must have been the one then.
Yeah.
That's a core memory for me.
But,
and of course, Battles. I love the fact that you've got. You have a big main cabinet, of course, too.
Yeah. That game, Black Tiger, was one of the challenges in Ready Player One, and then these 2 games both inspired Armada. Battlezone was the first game that Ed Rockberg, the creator, he got hired by the U.S. Army to reprogram it as a simulator for called Bradley Trainer for the Bradley fighting vehicle, this light armor tank that the Army had just put out. So he reprogrammed it, and there's a version of this instead of Battlezone. It says Bradley Trainer, and it teaches you how to steer because these are the actual controls on a Bradley fighting vehicle. So that idea of the Last Starfighter idea, but this actually happened before the Last Starfighter, of playing a video game and it gets you good at something in reality, is what I love from the movie Iron Eagle as well.
Yep.
Doug Masters he practices like a $20,000 video game, the simulator at the Air Force Base that he sneaks into, but he gets good enough to, go rescue his dad.
This is great. You did an event with Pat.
I did. That was one of my first events that I did up at northern Michigan, McLean and
That's
Aiken.
Awesome.
Yeah. Billy Williams signed this somewhere.
Really?
Oh, right there. And then Peter Mayhew and I went up and did a signing of Fanboys at a fan convention in Houston, and they put me in a booth right next to Peter Mayhew. So all day, I was just shooting this with Chewbacca. And then at the end of the day, I'll never forget this. He's like, man, it was real busy today, wasn't it? I'm like, yeah, nonstop. And I'm like, coworkers with Chewbacca.
I just commiserated with Chewbacca. There are days and there are days. These shadow boxes, did you make these? Or
no, that was a gift from my agent. For each time I got a bestseller, she would have one of those made at the cover of these 3Ds. After these have been going for a while, like these screens here, inside, they all like cycle through different Star Wars readouts. This one. Those different like star maps.
Have you been digging the new season of Andor?
Oh man, so great,
good.
So great. I was a Max Headroom fan, and I found this portable VHS players that Sansui made. The batteries are all dead, but I found new batteries.
Wait, is this the one that loads weird?
Here, I'll show you how this one loads. Back here, it's got.
Okay.
Yeah. So you put the tape. So I made this to make them into, and then I glued these speakers on that are USB powered.
Any rabbit who hasn't got a
So yeah, I put Max Headroom.
Oh, that's great. And that's actually playing off of VHS?
It is. And then these stack. So my idea was I could recreate this poster, which is something I always used to do on the show, is they would have like multiple. So I got a bunch. I would like try to make them look cyberpunk. I was like spray painting 3D pieces of stuff on to make it look more cyberpunky.
How long do they go on the batteries?
You want enough to watch a movie, so I can like take them out and put them in like woodland landscapes. This is something that Wade has in Ready Player One. He's got Max Headroom that like follows him around in his mansion.
Got
Ready
it.
Player Two.
The display phone, have you ever seen that work?
Yes, they do work.
Oh, really?
It's a phone, and then also had this keyboard hidden underneath.
Yeah, ow.
And you could dial in to a database like bulletin board system and
like
view the
CompuServe
bulletin board
or
stuff.
whatever, yeah.
And you could have a bulletin board on one line and be on the phone on the other line. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
These are used in a lot of 80s movies as like futuristic set decoration. Like in the Bonsai Institute in Buckaroo Bonsai, they have like 4 or 5 of these.
So do you keep an eye on auctions to pick that stuff up? Or?
I've just collected crap.
Of course, the map.
From Time Bandits, yes.
Did we ever talk about this? The lore that I heard around the playground is that the moon gates in Ultima were inspired by Time Bandits.
Oh yeah, maybe. That means they were inspired by the time barrier. The windows with the glowing edges is actually from an earlier 60s
Oh, really?
movie. Yeah. Check this out. So I realized that I could make all these people watch me play Tetris.
Oh my God, you did!
I strung a
Look at
screen
this.
up there last night. It was tighter last night. The projector was on that house, on the
That's
roof of that house,
great.
aimed this way. I could hear people cheering when I was clearing Tetris. But I'm sure they get sick of it. This guy's out here playing Tetris every night.
Which of these VR rigs do you like the best?
The Steam one is pretty good. I like the Quest 3 over here is what I use the most because it's wireless. You can sync the Quest 3 with a hardline PC. And so this is just the display for the PC and the graphics card in the PC is rendering. So this is pretty dope.
Oh, there we go. Game on.
That was a question in the New York Times crossword and my wife got all excited. But this was when I was a lost baby in a tornado in Willard, Ohio in May of 1973, and they had to use my fingerprints to identify me.
Really?
But like when I was in, this is the Chronicle you were probably talking about.
Yes, this is the one.
But where's the one where this?
Oh, wait, yay!
Yes.
There's
Me
there
doing
we
slam
are.
poetry is all one article. Metro State, what is this? This is 2000.
2001.
Wow. July 2001. This is right around the time I came up with the idea for Ready Player One.
That's great. Well, and what's funny, I felt bad because like the whole article was about slam poets, and it's like, and Brian was there.
This is set blueprints that I stole off the set of Fanboys. You can see the coffee stains, but this is the Lucas Archive room.
The lab.
Yeah, I gotta get your friend Josh to help me with
that's right, Josh.
my ham radio setup. I don't have my license yet. I've been studying for I have too many hobbies, and ham radio is one of them. But I got all the frequency allocations. You know, you can listen to ships. You can listen to the ISS.
It is unreal, just exploring the universe.
My buddy Chell Ingren, who took Ready Player One up into space with him, he is a ham radio guy, and he gets on the ISS ham radio, and you can do contacts in the ISS with him, like a certain amount of time each day.
He has office hours, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, the Trash 80. Beautiful.
Yes,
and
Model 3.
This is another core aesthetic feeling.
I had a TRS-80 Color Computer 2. This is the Color Computer 3 that had the RAM upgrade with all the... This is what I dreamed of having when I was a kid, as opposed to the crappy 16K one. But yeah, this also is like my first word processor. And my wife drew these drawings of the bats for my bats book. I wrote a children's book, Bridge to Bat City, and she drew these drawings to help inspire me. But they didn't end up being the book. The professional illustrator just basically copied these scenes that my wife drew. And then these are the Japanese posters for Fanboys and Ready Player One. This my wife had made as a birthday gift of some of my favorite writers, John Hughes, Kurt Vonnegut, Carl Sagan.
Yeah.
And then a giant me sitting on, I guess I write sitting on my car on a Mac.
I mean, you did just admit to drawing chi from it.
It's true.
Oh man, Ernie, thank you so much.
You got it, man. You got
there we go.
you
This was the original when we were doing when you were doing the indie
that's
run.
the original band.
Yeah.
Zaw Warriors.
All right,
Crazy.
well, I think we got it in the
Awesome.
can. Here, I'm gonna. Hey, Brandt, you know what happens when people steal your credit card?
I do.
Oh my God. You know what? Don't tell me. It sounds terrible and inconvenient and scary, and it happens way too often. Everything from skimmers to you name it. But however bad that dark blackness that you're thinking of is, it's worse with debit cards. Because with a credit card, at least it's not your money somebody's stealing. Debit card is actually your money. See, that's why I use privacy. You get all the benefits of a debit card, except for, you know what you can do? I just did it. You know what that was? I made a card. And I locked it to a particular merchant. Watch this one. I made a card. That was a bad one. It was for a teenager. But that one, you know what? Now it's gone. I made it go away. You can make cards and then make them go away. You should head on over to privacy.com/rogue. Sign up and you get $5 to spend on your first purchase. They got a plan that's totally free for domestic purchases. Oh, and get this. Unlike certain credit cards, they will never sell your data. And double get this. When you contact customer service, you know what you don't get? A bot. You get an actual human. That's the human guarantee. Courtesy of privacy.com/rogue. Easy to sign up, safe to use, it gives you more privacy, and legit, you get $5 to spend on your first purchase. You can't go wrong. Privacy.com/rogue.
This video was supported in part by viewers like you at patreon.com/modernrogue. If you liked our interview with Ernie, you might also like our patron-exclusive guest interviews. We've got a dozen of them from over the years.
This is my Snake Plissken watch to count down how much time I have left. This is the tracker for finding the president.
Oh, that's great.
These are the guys that stayed in my house. This is David Grush has not been here, but this is David Fravor, commander of the Black Aces, F-18 pilot that saw the Tic Tac, and Ryan Graves, the cube inside a sphere